Oh, beloved friends, I am so happy to welcome you today to day 6 with Dr. Lisha Antiqua. We are in for such an experience. I can't wait. I've been working with Lisha for a number of years on her amazing work. And, I don't think I've ever had one of her experiences. So I can't wait. We've got some real goodness coming up today. So I want to start by telling you a little bit about Lisha. And um, I forget, Lisha, how did we meet? I remember that was pretty spectacular.
I was hosting a summit in 2012 for Anchoring Heaven onto Earth. God told me to do so. And I think it was Ken Stone that connected us, or Honey Borden, one or the other. And you spoke on my summit.
That was it. And we met, and it was just, that was it. It was all over after that.
Yeah,
We had
then
a
became
destiny.
student.
So you have spent a lifetime really overcoming trauma. So this is the area that you know so well. And in fact, I had the honor of mentoring you through your doctorate program. There's your Gateway doctorate degree on the wall behind you, your PhD on the wall behind you. I love
And
seeing.
right above it is the master's.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm so proud of the work that you did. I feel so honored to have been able to mentor you through bringing out your important work to the world. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your work?
um, yeah, so I didn't know when I went into the work with Kimberly, like what I was really studying. But in my master's, we were studying psychology. I knew that. But in my master's work, we really focused on the Yoga Sutras and the Bible. And through the Yoga Sutras, book 1 and 2, it's a lot about the sheaths, the layers of consciousness, the chakras, and all of that. And then, of course, how it attunes to science, philosophy, and stuff. And I wrote this great little book, all in. Um, and 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 at the time, I thought that was really great. I had this program called Amazing You, and I had lived through and learned how to heal and um, 6 personal power zones. But in all honesty, I was very much still struggling. Kimberly, and I would get together, and she would have to take me through theta healings, just like get me to do this. And so I decided what better to do than just dive in the deep end after I finished my regular classes. And my dissertation was on healing the root cause of childhood sexual abuse, which is your relationship with intimacy and self. And what I found out in that is really for the last 20 some odd years, and through I do yoga trainings as well, I train yoga teachers. I had been developing the identity code and these 6 personal power zones to be able to know yourself in order to heal trauma on these levels so you can then heal intimacy and sexuality, which is what we do in Paradise Elite, which is this fun book that is coming out in print in just a few weeks, maybe months. I'm trying to put all 3 books out at the same time. Um, so I'm putting out these treatment plans to the world thanks to Kimberly. So we heal trauma on a multidimensional, multifaceted level because it affects us, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So that's my work.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. So, in addition to all that, Lisha is also a singer.
Yeah,
And do you want to sing for us today?
I do. So this morning is, well, today is a very special day for me. I turned 47 suns today, around the moon today. And I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning, which I never do, with the Lord's Prayer just going through my head. And I do this practice every morning in on TikTok, actually. I do soul seeding. And this was coming through. Now, I do have the flu. So we'll just see how it goes. But I love singing the Lord's Prayer. And I just thought that it'd be such a beautiful covering for us to just sit back, take some breaths together, let the sound healing and these waves come over you as they will. I just ask for my spirit to come into me and yours into you. And us to just be happy and dedicate this time to complete healing for our souls to come into our homes. So, our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day, give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who've trespassed against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, the glory, forever and ever. Take a nice deep breath, remembering that you were given this beautiful temple and all the facets to learn how to navigate this life and the universal laws as a heavenly being that you are. Thank you.
Oh, Lisha, that was beautiful. I really enjoyed that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mm. Safe, secure, and successful untangling trauma from your soul's destiny. Well, let's just jump in here. So, tell us about 4 earthly powers that trauma affects.
So when we study what makes a human, and we study these levels of consciousness in which we act, there's 4 primary ones besides your own soul that we all have, but we identify ourselves as these, and they hold memory, they work together. This is nothing that you haven't heard before, especially in this community, but it's good to just look at it, that to expect and unravel whatever your trauma is, it's not just a physical journey, right? So you might have a physical trauma, you might have a trauma like sexual trauma that goes through all of the layers. But no matter what trauma you have, your physical body, your physical self, your physical health is going to get to process that on some level, layer, and depth. It might be right at the time, and it might be in a few years. Like, say you lose your sight for a while, or down. Kimberly had something go on this year that was kind of soul-seeking, opening, new awakening, right? And so it comes out at different times. For me, my particular body, it likes cancer, it digs in. So we just get to know our bodies, and we get to take actions in order to help that. But that's not the only level, because if you've gone through trauma, you might have experienced it in your mind. So your mind is your subconscious, unconscious mind, and it is your memories, your visions, and your future projections. And so we got to unravel. You got to be able to think about it, be able to look at how you create your beliefs around it, and unravel it from that place. Because if you just deal with it, if you just go to the chiropractor, or you just go to the doctor and you deal with it physically and you don't deal with it mentally, it's going to show up there. And we call that depression. If it's in the past, we call it anxiety. If it's in the future, if you're really lucky, you get both. And that's fun. so, um, so we have the mind level, but what a lot of people don't understand is the emotional level. And I was stuck here for a long time with PTSD and, my emotions and, Kimberly helped me. I don't know. I don't even know what we did over the course of my dissertation, but it unravel it. We unraveled it because this last year has been completely different for me. But I would get so emotional about things. And my emotional regulation, even though I'd studied emotions, was just like all over the place. I had to deal with it like right then. And lucky for me, like I did have a ton of tools and stuff to deal with it. I wasn't scared of the emotions. Now, when I was younger, I was the PTSD. Some people have splitting, some people have other emotional issues. Some people just stuff their emotions and they don't feel them. But your emotions are going to create disease and disorder. So if you don't deal with your emotions, it actually affects your tissues because it's in your connective tissue. So that's when we get these like chronic physical illnesses that you can't heal, or you gain weight or you lose weight and you can't lose it or gain it, whichever you choose. No matter how much diet and exercise and physical things that you do, it's because it's an emotional issue. So trauma lives in our emotional body. But then as more and more people are lovely figuring it out, like we have our Merkaba, we have our electromagnetic field around us, your aura, your Merkaba, whatever you want to call it. And I believe when I was working on my dissertation, I still called it this spiritual zone. And Judith called it the psychic realm. And I fucking get it now. It just took me a really long time. And I call it my electromagnetic field. It does have to do with authority, which is why it looks so much intertwined with God and your relationship with God and source. And but it's really your co-creative field, and we can blow it out. A lot of people blow it out. We call that external empathy or toxic empathy. And when it's blown in, we call it narcissism. And so that's how trauma affects our systems. Those are the systems that it affects. And this process helps to attune you and align you with your own experience within your own tools, those tools. And then we invite your soul essence back into your body, back home, so it can paint the pictures your brain wants to paint, needs it to paint. And it can run the energy that your emotions need you to move the energy in motion, and it can co-create with your magnetic fields to create what you want rather than what you've been subject to the rest of your life, ending the cycle of abuse.
Oh,
And
beautiful.
that's what we created, actually, Kimberly.
Yeah. Oh, again, I'm so proud to have been a part of that because it's magnificent what you created. So there's an aspect that happens in there where the trauma actually separates us from our body and our soul. Can you talk a little bit more about that, please?
Yeah. So when a trauma happens, um, I call those lower four, I call them our ego body. Okay, so now I call them the ego body. And so when a trauma happens, there's pieces of the ego body that can't, that take over, not can't, but do take over. And they're the only thing is to survive. The ego just wants you to survive. And how do we survive? Well, we stay coping as best we can with our soul. And so the soul actually, I see it, I've been shown it, it just kind of like pops out. So as I do this, people find their souls like up here, and your soul cell or chakras up here, as you might know. But people find themselves over here. They find themselves buried deep inside their body. They find themselves down here in their feet, kind of just outside. So then they don't. Their soul itself, that's supposed to be your seed, right? Your co-creation, your heart. It cannot. It's no longer in charge. And then the ego body continues to protect and take care of keeping the soul safe. That could be overeating because the emotions are too much. It can be cravings and addictions. It can be spinning your thoughts and trying to figure things out. It can be stuffing your feelings. It can be continuously being subject to all the crap that happens in the world when you're not co-creating your own reality. That makes sense?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So how is it that when we can heal this trauma, it helps us to reconnect in a much different way with our soul's destiny?
So we all have a soul's destiny. And I don't know about your guys's, but I can't get away from mine if I tried.
Nope.
I like your soul is so there. You can't get away from it if you try. But I will tell you, if I was really suffering with severe, or when I was suffering with that, when I was suffering from lack, when I was suffering from helplessness, when I was suffering from cancer, when I was suffering from all of these things that my trauma put me in a consistent cycle, my trauma, my parents' trauma, my parents' parents' trauma. Like I was in this cycle of what I call the cycle of abuse. I It wasn't easy. It's like my soul had to do all of these things to try to move things out of the way in order to bring my blessings to me. And now I just have to remind myself, you don't know how the bills are going to be paid this month, but they always are. So quit bitching about it and just do your work. Right? Like just just keep going. Like you don't have to worry about that. You don't know how you're going to get to that speaking gig and in Botswana. That's okay. It's gonna happen, right? You don't know, like if it's supposed to be, it will be. And you can just sit back and you can relax once your soul's back in charge. And it takes some unraveling because the body is so like, oh, but I need this craving, right? Maybe you need a vice. I don't know. I don't know why. Coffee is definitely my vice. I thought of green drink first, but coffee is my vice. And and I'm like, oh, I can't live without it. So if I go hiking or something and I'm out in the middle of nowhere and I don't have my instant coffee, like I have a little freak out in my heart because my body has that physical response. Does that make sense? Um, so you don't listen to those cravings. If your mind goes back to a continuous thought, I played the same thought over and over and over again. Kimberly probably knows it better than me because I've forgotten it. But it was like, it was just nauseating. I was just sick of it. Right. I could untangle from that. The emotions that used to run me, now I go, oh, cool. There's some anxiety. Hey, friend, how are you? Oh, heartbreak. I know you. What's chilling? What's going on? Right. I can commute my soul now in consciousness can communicate with these parts of me. And my life is pretty friggin' amazing. I've had the best year of my life and I'm excited for the next best starting today. I hope that answers that question.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Today's your birthday, so happy birthday.
Thank
And you're wearing a special birthday thing today with those satin and the feathers and oh, what fun that is.
Well, I'm on the Angel Summit.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And
I wore my angel costume.
and you
It's just
also
PJs, but it's so fun. I'd never worn them before.
and you also happen to love angels, and there's a couple of your go-to regular guys. Who are they?
So Gabriel's coming up really big. Ezekiel comes up constantly. Metatron, Michael, Ariel, Raphael. Um, yeah, I think those are like those are my go-to constantly every days. Um, Archangel Hariel digs digs me. I really want Fortuna to like come a lot, but I just remember every once in a while I need to get closer with her. I don't know. I love the angels. I work with the angels every day. Like see my angel box cards like all taped
Matched up.
up and
Yeah.
and everything. It's it's well used.
And how do you work with the angels?
You know what? I was really, really blessed as a child. I came into this world with more memory than a lot of people in my generation. And I saw angels and would run up onto the pulpit when I was a kid. I'd get in trouble like an infant, like 1, 2 years old. And my mom would tell me I was talking to them. I don't see them like that anymore. That stopped a couple years ago. I keep praying for that back. But Kimberly told me that that's because I'm grounding, and that was exactly where I was supposed to be in that conversation. And I'm just patiently waiting. So I work with them in absolute faith. Um, they just pass through me. They speak through me. Light language speaks through me. I'm just a conduit. I can just move my ego out of the way, and I think even my soul sometimes, and just let myself be a witness to people that have that trauma, and we just move it, and I just witness it like a bystander, kind of like I'm watching somebody's soul being seeded, and I come out and I don't really remember anything.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. So, what a beautiful introduction to our safe, secure, and successful guided soul healing experience. Shall we just jump in? Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm
Okay.
absolutely ready. So, first, I just want to invite you to take a sip of water. If you have water close to you, and just, give some love to your water. Let's bless our water, and drink it. And as you do, feel it in your mouth and feel it go down your throat. Take a few sips and just bring some awareness and some attention to your body. As we're going to start here. And I just like to have everybody just feel your legs and just sit back and roll your shoulders back and just enjoy being in your body. Feel your sit bones on the seat, or you're laying down, feel that. Wiggle your toes. And we're just going to scan our bodies. Notice if there's any part of your body that's holding tension. Invite relaxation into it, that has some pain, and just breathe into it and just notice it. Oftentimes our bodies, our minds, our emotions, and our etheric field is just like infants screaming at us for attention. And all they need is just a few minutes of attention from your higher self. And we don't have to shift into our higher self. Even if you've had massive trauma, the witness begins to bring in more space for your soul. So just go ahead and just feel your legs. You can squeeze your skin, squeeze your arms, just start feeling your body, and notice the part of you that is witnessing your body being squeezed. Witnessing the skin you're in. Might roll your neck. Taking a nice deep breath. Inhale, hold your breath on top. And then exhale. So this time as we inhale, we're going to squeeze the perineum, that muscle, that Kegel muscle, or the muscle that you use to stop the flow of urine. You're going to squeeze that and pull up the energy up your spine. Taking as deep breath as you can, hold your breath on top. And then exhale, release. And as you release, feel that energy just shoot up, and visualize it shooting all the way up through your crown chakra, and all the way up to heaven, however you visualize heaven. And then from this, as you go all the way up to heaven, you've gone through your soul star, your soul chakra. I want to invite you to take your hands all the way out to the side, palms facing up, just spreading them out. And then if your soul's been up, just off kilter, you're just going to just bring that energy all the way up, as if you're putting back on your halo. And just rest it about arm's distance over your head. And then feel that energy just coming down, 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 inviting it through your crown, into your pineal gland, your third eye, down through your limbic brain, down through your spine, activating all your nerve endings, all the way down. And at the base of your tailbone, you have another little pineal gland, your tailbone. Go ahead and just at the base of your tailbone, imagine a drain, and just pulling the plug on that drain and just letting any excess energy go that no longer serves you. And feel the rest of it just go down your legs, down your feet, anchoring you into Mama Earth. And we're going to stick our hands out to the side again, this time palms facing down. And you're just going to imagine your arms extending out even longer so that they go below your feet. And you're just going to pull your soul into your Earth star. So your soul might be in your Earth star. And it's right below your feet. Bring it to center and then feel that grounding, that rooting. You can decide here to just take up your space on this planet. Anchoring into Mama Earth. And invite this energy, your energy, up into your body, just supplying everything that your body needs. Connecting all the way up. And so we're going to take another breath, pulling up your perineum. Inhale. Pull that energy all the way up. If you want to, you can squeeze the chest. You can do a swallow and pull the energy up and feel it shoot up the top of the head again. And then exhale, nice release, and relax into your body. And just take a moment and just recognize that you have a body. You are not your body. All that your body's been through, all that it does, all that it's even experiencing now, you have a body. You are not your body. And then with that, just bring your awareness and your attention to your thoughts. Noticing what you're thinking about. Visualize in front of you a stream like the Nile, and you're just going to put everything into the stream, like your words, your visions, any stories that you're telling yourself. You can imagine yourself, your higher self, just standing on the side of this stream. Watching your thoughts go by. Notice if you're thinking of things in the past, worrying about things in the future. If you're just present right here in the moment, just watching this moment go by peacefully. Again, above you, imagine your soul, your essence. We have a lot of programming in our brain. Invite your highest programming, your highest self, awareness, your knowledge of all time, space, dimensions, and realities, in through your brain, releasing anything that is tethered or tied to the past that no longer serves you, that's tied to your genetics, that's tied to the collective. And envision this golden light just changing the synapses, creating new biofeedback in your brain, connecting to your body, connecting down your nervous system, down your spinal column, into your nerve bundles, relaxing your adrenals, relaxing your pancreas, relaxing your thyroid and your whole endocrine system, releasing anything that's ready to be released down that drain. And then just invite your highest consciousness, your highest timeline, thoughts of gratitude and love and peace. Noticing that you are not your thoughts, you are not your memories, you are not your beliefs, you have them. And if you'd like, you can bring your hands to your hearts and just begin to feel your emotions, your energy in motion, your pulse, your personal pulse. It can be slow. You might define it with a lower dimension, lower frequency, like sadness or fear, or a higher frequency like love and acceptance and gratitude and enlightenment. Could be moving fast or slow. Both are right. Nothing is wrong. Go ahead and just notice how quickly the current is moving in your stream, and place your emotions in the stream. Your emotions run through your body, through your connective tissue. through your fascia. Imagine a beautiful pink light coming from your crown all the way down into your body, over the myelin sheath of your body, of your brain, through your spinal column, out and around your organs and around your body. Clearing any old stagnant energy, emotions, clearing any emotions that are running too fast, and just noticing your pulse, your beat, your frequency. Full acceptance. Notice who is noticing your emotional body. Notice where your brain takes over and it labels it an emotion. Your body takes over and it gives it an action. And bring authority back to your emotional body. Knowing that you are not your emotions, to have emotions, to move your energy. Feeling this root and ground. Breathe into your emotions and exhale slowly, let it go. And releasing your hand down, palms to the ceiling, just begin to feel the space around your body. Now, from your soul chakra to your earth chakra, there's a bubble around you. Go ahead and just visualize a bubble all the way around you. I like to see it as a clear bubble. You can ask the angels, guides to help come. Hariel loves to help come and just help you seal this up. Michael loves to stand guard. Raphael just puts healing touches, and Gabriel whispers wisdom into this field. If anything is blocking them from speaking to you, go ahead and just release it down that drain, asking higher self, your source, to just come and release that. Now, for some of us, I just want to invite you into this practice. If you were born to be a trigger or triggered, and anybody has ever said to put up mirrors to help protect you, I want to invite you to just ask the angels, if you want to release those mirrors down the drain. Receive God's blessing, Jesus Christ of Nazareth's blessing, Buddha's blessing, and just release that. They already did that work for us. We no longer have to be karmic cycles for anything or anyone. That's old news. We ended the cycle of martyrism. So just release that and feel the cellophane protecting you from anything that is not for your highest good, and also just sending out rays of love of everybody's highest good. We're just sending love to one another, love to the world. And in here, if you want to, you can start just co-creating your world. Inviting in blessings or abundance, your gifts being sent to the world, your visions. Feel the vibration. So your action, your attunement of your thoughts, your frequency of your emotions, and your create this vibration, this pulse that attracts your magnetic field. Go ahead and just send out anything that no longer serves you, or any emotion, any thoughts, anything that is somebody else's, like renting space in their house, or you've let them rent space in yours. Just send that back to them with love and light. You can ask the angels to carry it with love and light, or send it to where it needs to be. And call back any of your energy, any of your soul that's left, that you're waiting for somebody to apologize or somebody to help you heal. Just call back your own soul essence, your own power back into your bubble. Again, if any holes, rips, tears appear in your bubble, just ask the angels to help you, or you yourself just seal it up. And just wave my hand across it. Just seal it up. Feeling this, breathe into your body, attune and align with your own soul, inviting your soul, your highest essence, to come back into any pockets, any corners that can be filled up, where this energy is released. You can have a different relationship with your external experiences, with the triggers and things that come into your world. Invite more peace, more love, more comfort, more joy, more abundance. Anchoring all of this intention down into Mama Earth, standing firmly and completely in your own essence. Whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and open up your eyes. And just breathe, stretch, take some more water, feel that, feel yourself in your body a little bit differently maybe. And just gaze on one spot for a minute. Feel your breath, focus your thoughts on something divine. Feel your pulse, the energy running through your body. Whenever you're ready, take a nice deep breath. We'll just wait for Kimberly. You're muted.
Oh, I was in such a beautiful space. Thank you for calling me back.
You're welcome.
I was just enjoying it so much. I heard you say come back and
Yeah, usually we stay there for a little bit longer.
oh, that was so precious. Thank you so much, Lisha. Oh, I enjoyed that so much. Um, yeah, oh, that was so sweet. Oh, let's just take another breath. Oh. Hmm. I felt such expansiveness with that. It was really lovely. Yeah. Oh. So we're going to go to a little sharing now. Usually when you share, it helps you to know your experience. And here I am without words. So we're going to send you off to breakout rooms, about 3 or 4 in each room, so you can share with each other what your experience was. And it's going to be about 6 minutes long, so it'll be kind of a short share. But oh, that was just so peaceful. That's what it was. It was just so deeply peaceful and calming. And I've been feeling pretty overwhelmed producing this summit, so to go to that place of peace was just really lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lisha.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Susan.
And Monette, are we ready? Okay, so you're going to go for about 6 minutes, and let's say the person with the longest hair goes first. How's that? That should be fun to figure out, and we'll see you back in a few minutes. Enjoy your sharing with each other. This is precious time getting to know each other. So I would love to hear from you. Who wants to share about that experience? And the way you share is you wiggle your cursor or your finger on your screen until you see the lower menu bar that says reactions. You click on that happy smiley face and you click raise your hand, and that way we know you want to talk. beautiful. So, who wants to share about your experience in that meditation? It was so deeply peaceful. Oh, Susan. Hello. Do you want to unmute yourself, Susan, and share with us?
There we go. So I want to thank you, Lisha. It's been a little while since we've been together. She's very gifted, intuitive, and your other gifts. So thank you so much for sharing your knowledge. And it's also an act of courage to share some of your story, and how you gained your knowledge and wisdom. Your meditation, where I really keyed in on, was the soul work. So in a sense, you moved ahead, because sometimes what happens for me is when I feel people's energies and things, sometimes I'll pop out. So I was doing more of your integration for a while and then catching up later. But I feel absolutely wonderful. So thank you so much.
What level were you stuck integrating in?
So what the process that I felt was bringing it into the solar plexus and irradiating that out, and then out into the auric field, and the angels were.
When we're in the body zone, then?
Yeah.
You spent more time in the body zone? Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah. So thank you so much. It's lovely to be with everybody. And thank you to those people that shared in the private group. It was awesome to listen to you. Thank you.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you so much, Susan. Oh, who else wants to share? Please raise your hand so we can hear about your experience.
I would love to hear. It means so much to me.
Yeah. Don't be shy. We're safe here. It's safe. What are our words? Safe, secure, and successful. Sharing here. Yeah.
Yeah. You can't get it wrong. There's
I went so far out, I don't remember anything that Susan talked about.
Raise my hand this way.
Oh, please, Anne. Hello, Anne.
I'm not sure how to do the other
That
thing.
works.
I'll just raise
That
my
works.
hand. That works. I was trying to share it with my husband, and he had trouble really hearing it as well. So there was a little commentary. He was like, just call me back when she's doing something. So I called him back for the main part, but I thought, well, I'm just going to focus and not worry so much about him. And so when you got to the soul, calling the pieces back of your soul, that's when I really focused. And I could think of individuals who've deeply hurt me. And I think that's where we leave our trauma and our soul, and called all that back to me. And I felt like a surge of power just go through my Kundalini. I was like, whoa. So to even recover a little bit of yourself, isn't that wonderful?
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Anne, for receiving that gift of you. I love
you just don't realize how much you leave out there with your pain. You don't. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Gratitude.
Who else wants to share? One more. Got time for one more. Either wave your arms or just unmute yourself and speak up. Or okay, you're just all still out there, quiet. Well, Lisha was telling me something.
Oh, Nick.
Oh.
Nikyo? How do I say your name?
Noko.
Naoko. Yeah.
Nayoko.
Hi there. Thank you for the wonderful meditation. I hesitated to share because, I kind of fell asleep. I was kind of going in and out of sleep, and I'm sitting on a bench right here. So I was afraid that I was gonna fall over. But I know, I'm really sorry, but so I fell asleep. But I guess there was a part of me that it just came to me when Anne was talking that possibly I was trying to negate something. Maybe a part of me possibly did not want to integrate or hear it. But the one part that I clearly felt was when we were shooting up and breathing out through our crown. I did feel that like it was something released and was way up here. Yeah. And I was saying, I don't feel it right now, but I did kind of still feel something up here. Yeah.
Nice.
So that,
Yeah.
and I want to say your voice is beautiful.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you. Thank you.
My pet was enjoying it.
Yay.
Yeah.
Guys want to
Thank
join me,
you.
yeah, ever in the morning to do more of that. It's about a 45-minute experience. And we take from the group and we do some shadow work and some stuff with Carolyn Mace's work as well, and archetypes each morning. And it's free on TikTok if you want to join me on TikTok, if you guys are on TikTok. Dr. Lisha Antiqua at 9 a.m., 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I'll just invite you guys there
Oh, beautiful. Thank
as
you.
well.
So, Lisha, when everybody else was off sharing, we were sharing too. And Lisha was saying that she felt the angels more so in our group than usual. Do you want to talk about that? Because that was just so sweet for me.
Yeah. Well, I think the group that I normally, they're more there for me for therapy and for one another, and it's more about that, the trauma healing. So some of them believe and some of them don't, and they just go along with whatever I'm saying, and they say no or yes or whatever. For all of you guys, knowing the angels and being integrated in this work and feeling everything, I literally, like, I felt and I saw, whoa,
I'm sorry.
I felt and I saw more, just the angels felt closer to me and more palpable, more real than they have in a few years, which, not that they're not there and real, but they're more energetic or like floaty, and they felt more like tangible. I can't explain it more than like they were like there, like doing the work, more physical, I guess, is really beautiful. So thank you for all of our belief.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. I was trying to find your TikTok thing and I got somebody else there. So sorry about that. So, TikTok, Dr. Lisha.
I can just type it in here. It's just,
Could you please,
you have
could
to
you
go
put
to
it in?
TikTok, but
I was trying to do
yeah,
that.
just
And,
at Lisha. I'll do it.
okay. And so while you're, I know you can multitask. So while you're doing that, you've got a gift for us, which is unstoppable confidence. Do you want to talk to us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so unstoppable confidence really talks about specifically trauma, how it works this way, how the soul gets separated, but it really talks about the amazing you journey and how you can recognize if trauma is stuck in these different areas of your consciousness and where you're at and where the authority is, and just a new perspective, a more holistic perspective on healing trauma on multiple levels of your being. So it's all about that. Right now it just has one class in it. It is the Amazing Body class, all about how trauma lives in your body. I'm about to do the next one, which will be Amazing Mind. You'll be able to join the next series. There is some replays and stuff, but I think I've deleted those because it's so much better. Every time I do it, it gets better. I've only been doing it since 2010. So I'm finally getting it.
Oh, beautiful. I've seen some earlier versions, so I haven't seen the latest. So
They're
I find it for
better.
unstoppable confidence, and I can't wait to see it. So beautiful. So one more fun thing is Lisha's going to offer a 10-minute session to our lucky spin winner. So Manette is getting ready the wheel of names for us. And do you want to tell us about this 10-minute session that some lucky winner is going to get?
Yeah, so due to popular demand or joy, I started doing these hour-long angel card readings specifically around trauma and healing, and then we're just going to do a prayer. So I'm going to pull a card. I don't know if you know this woman, but she's friggin' phenomenal. She's one of my favorite people. She has this little angel card deck that no longer looks like this anymore. And anyway, so we use Kimberly's deck. There's the new pretty one. Although I like my old one. And we'll just say a prayer and we'll see what moves and heals. And yeah, I can't wait to spend 10 minutes with whomever I get to spend 10 minutes with.
Oh, beautiful. So while Manette finishes getting the wheel ready, I'd like everybody to close your eyes and feel your heart and get your question ready. What question do you have for Lisha? It can be about anything. It can be about life, body, mind, spirit, finance, relationships, work, anything. A trauma, whatever it is about. So as you get your question in your heart, send out your spidey feelers to say, it's me, I know it's going to be me. And Minette, let us know when you're ready. Okay, so do you want to bring the wheel on and we'll do the wheel spin and you can do all your good
Oh
juju.
my gosh. This thing is so cool.
Isn't that fun? Okay, go ahead and spin. Wanda! Wanda's our lucky winner. Wonderful, wonderful. So is Wanda still here with us?
Yeah, she's sitting in the dark.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. So now Manette's going to send Wanda and Lisha off into a private breakout room so they can have their session. And everyone else is welcome to stay here with me. And this is our 10 minutes to share more about the experience. Beautiful. So,
Hi, I'm wondering if I could say a quick hello to Susan Turner.
oh, yes. Oh, yes.
She was one of the instructors when I first began hypnotherapy all those years ago, and I've had several other trainings with her since, and she's wonderful, and she's there as part of your group. And so I just wanted to say, hi, Susan, I'm on my phone, so I can't type out a message.
I looked and I saw the name. It's good to see you. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. It's lovely to see you on here.
So we have 10 minutes to do more connections. So if you can hang out and
Thank you.
Manette, go ahead and send Lisha and Wanda off. And the rest of us can still hang out here. So hello everyone. I've got you back on the gallery view so I can see everybody again. So who has something to share or a question to ask? I can see you all now, so you can go me, or you can unmute yourself.
I can't remember some of the terminology that she was using, but I'm wondering for myself when she was asking me what level for the soul, it was like I wasn't understanding what she was meaning because I didn't know what she was necessarily referring to. The patterns are a little bit different than I know, so I'm just wondering if maybe she might expand on that teaching.
What a good question. Let's hang on to that because I was like Naoko, I was in and out, and I don't remember that part. Yeah, so we'll just hang on to that thought about the levels. So thank you, Susan. Who else wants to share? Oh, yes, Anne.
I know Alistair Coakley, and I had to
Oh.
comment on the summit as a whole. He sent me his rosary, and I did a year-long thing with Alistair where he did meditations. And I've always believed in him. So there's a happiness in my heart for him stepping out in spirit and with the angels. And we both work with the angels. Like I'm writing a book, a Halo meditation book. And it'll probably be 2 years in the making, but to find a fellow angel community is just amazing. So know that he sent me to you.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Isn't Alistair amazing?
Mhm.
I just love him. He's actually in our Angel Reader certification program, and he doesn't need our Angel Reader certification because he already lives in the angels. He's such a sacred and precious and beautiful angel spirit. But we love having him there because when we do our practices every month we get together for an Angel Reader practice session with our students. and we take turns doing readings. And I always love to hear what he has to say because he has such a precious connection with Mother Mary and Jesus and the unicorns and the fairies and the I don't know, dragons. And somebody asked him about that, and he said, "Well, everything is one. It's all together." So thank you for that. Thank you for that. Yeah. So Alistair spoke on day 2. So if you're looking at our Angel Summit homepage, Angel Healer Summit homepage, he's on day 2. His replay, his talk was so lovely, and his rosary reading was absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Anne, for bringing up Alistair. Who else would like to share something about the experience? Naoko, yes.
So this is kind of a silly question, maybe, but it did pop in when we were meditating, and I don't know where it came from. But my question was: Is a soul almost the same as the angels?
I have spent my lifetime meditating about that question, and I can only share with you my personal experience because that is such a good question.
Really? Okay.
Um,
I don't know. So that it popped up, and I thought, oh, well, maybe. So I'm just putting it out there because I was wondering
yeah.
myself.
So my current understanding is that we are all immense, powerful, radiant, beautiful, magnificent beings of light. And an angel is a messenger of God, a messenger of the divine, and that is certainly us. So from that perspective, I consider us all angels. And we're angels walking the earth. So at some point, that big, beautiful, radiant part of us said, yes, I want to go to earth. I want to play that game. That looks fun to me. So here we are. So the way I experience it, the soul is a fragment of the whole being that that holds the essence for not only this life for us, but many other lives. And our radiant, magnificent being is capable of sustaining a number of different souls. So it's more than just one from our being. But we're attached to one soul, and that's where the soul group comes in. And of course, all of those radiant beings are in oneness, which can be a little hard for our minds to comprehend. But the soul, our life and our soul are both temporary. And we're holding the energy. Our purpose is to hold as much love, as much peace, as much wisdom as we can as we walk the earth as earth angels, humans. So does that help, Naoko?
Yes, it does. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, you're
I'm not. Yeah, thank you for the answer.
yeah. So our souls are very precious. They hold the memory of all of our lifetimes. And when we go to the Akashic record to review, their soul is there with us, guiding us, helping to open the book to the place that's most beneficial for us to see. Beautiful, beautiful. Who else would like to share or ask a question or share about the whole summit or about this session with Lisha?
I'd like to just say how wonderful the summit has been so far. Each one of the angels that you have been highlighting has brought their own special flavor, color. Just it's been wonderful music to my soul. So thank you for arranging that. I know how much work that takes. So thank you. And could you speak a little bit more about the special course that you're going to be starting soon?
Oh, thank you, Eva. Yes, thank you. I'm so enjoying bringing the people together. I'm still working on a few more for us that are dear to my heart. I'm happy to say that I'm acquainted with everyone, and maybe many of our speakers are my personal friends. So you're getting a look into the world where I live with these amazing people, including Eva. Eva is actually one of my neighbors. She lives about 20 minutes away from here. And so when I look at you, that's why I have so much love in my heart, because many of you I know personally and we've worked together for years, and you are so precious to my heart. So the all access pass and those 4 classes, the first one is tomorrow. And when I first got the material for this class, working with angels to receive guidance and healing, I was working with angels to receive guidance and healing. And then as I had the experiences with these angels, I realized that we're not working with angels, we are working as angels. So the angels aren't out there somewhere, it's us. They live within us. We are the angels, and we are pulling in the wisdom, the guidance, the healing from our souls and from the divine, from the one source. Now here we are back, Nooko, to that soul, the important soul in our source. We are remembering how to retrieve the healing, the wisdom, the love, the joy, the truth. So we are working as angels here in the world, and I can't wait to have that experience with everyone in the All Access Pass group tomorrow. The first session, it's at noon Pacific time, working as angels to receive guidance and healing. So we'll be taking more steps into personally how you receive guidance. So it'll be a very personal time. You'll be working with me, and we'll have the opportunity to really connect heart to heart, to answer more questions, and I'll be helping you better recognize your connection that is already there with the divine. Thank you, Eva, for asking. Does that answer that?
You have special themes for each of the sessions, since I won't be able to make it tomorrow, but what are some of the themes?
Oh, thank you. So the second one is with Archangel Gabriel, and it's Gabriel who brings us the essence of our soul journey, our soul plan, our life journey, our life plan. And so next week on Wednesday, we'll be working with Archangel Gabriel to retrieve more of our memory, more of our knowing about our soul purpose and our life plan. And I love working with Gabriel. He actually came to us this afternoon. We had the Soul Illumination Circle that I invited everyone to. And we had a quite surprise appearance of the angels taking us into the Temple of Light that was just extraordinary, and then installing it into our homes and our bodies, which was just, what an experience that was. And so, yeah, so that'll be Gabriel. He came to us today in that soul temple. The third one is about becoming an angel on call. So it's how can we be more available? That one is Wednesday, September 28th. How can we be more available to say yes to the angels? And then the fourth one is October 6th, and it is manifesting your highest calling. So along the way, we're building pieces of our soul journey. We're discovering more about our highest calling. And that fourth and final one on October 5th is to manifest that calling in physical form in the world. So thank you, Eva, for asking about that. So Lisha and Wanda are back. Wanda, how was that?
Sorry, unmuting.
Thank you.
Very, very insightful, and timely. Only the angels know how very timely that was. And yeah, it made a lot of sense. It made a lot of sense. And thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, thank you, Wanda. Oh, and thank you everyone for sticking with us for this last little bit of love. So Lisha, do you have a blessing or a prayer for us in closing, or would you like me to? Okay, you're muted, but I get that. I get that. So let's close our hands and our hearts in prayer. Open our hearts and close our hands in prayer one more time. And as we go into this precious, very precious place of soul within ourselves, as we call forth our angel light, our angel beauty, our angel wisdom, our angel healing powers, our angel superpowers together. As we share this love and this joy, we are so grateful. Grateful for each other, grateful for the loving support, grateful for the safety, grateful for the wisdom and the courage to be present here to share. And Lisha, once again, we thank you so much for sharing your heart, your soul, and your feathers with us today. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So thank you for lingering, and we'll see you tomorrow with more goodness.
Yes. Bye. Thank you.
And I hope you join us on the All Access Pass.
Thank you, Lisha. Thank you, Dr. Kimberly Maroney and your team. It's lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much.
Love you all so much.
Oh,
Thank you very
Wanda.
much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jonathan. It's so nice to have you here. I
Yeah.
feel your energy. I feel your heart. Thank you. Thank you.
Wanda, did you hear what Kimberly was saying when we got back?
No,
She was like, then you have to put into your heart and listen to manifest what your heart desires and manifest it. I was like, oh, perfect. So I sent you a direct message. What Kimberly just said was the last part.
oh.
Literally. Literally.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
And there was truly a message in Kayla Ray's position that coming upside down.
Yeah.
There was definitely that was the angels messaging me.
Cool.
Yeah.
So good. So honored. Thank you so much.
Thank
All right,
you.
Kimberly. Monette, thank you so much. You did such a beautiful job. I appreciate you. I had such a great time. Thank you guys. Love you. And I can't wait to see you all again.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Love y'all. Bye.